right, time now for this hour's car review. Mr. Mars had a chance to drive the 24 model Subaru Impreza.
Yes, sir. And
now, this is our first review of a 2024 model car. We're not even halfway through. Right. We're not even halfway through 23 yet.
No, we're
Typically, the next year models would come out in October.
Right.
But not anymore.
But you know, my wife's Kia, when we bought it, it was instead of coming out in October, we got it in June as the next model year.
Well, that's because you're connected.
Well, no, that's just because Kia is one of those people, they bring them out early, like Subaru is starting to do. You know, they don't live with the fall thing anymore, which I wish they did. It'd be more fun. But we were talking about the 2024 Subaru Impreza. Now, this is the RS. It comes in 3 trim levels now. They've dropped the sedan. They dropped the sedan, and it's a hatchback only. You can get it in the base, the sport, or the RS as the top trim level, and we did have the RS as the new trim. It's an all-wheel drive vehicle, compact hatchback, weighs in at 3,323 pounds, and I say that because some of the vehicles we've been talking about lately are up in that 4,000-pound range, and so it's a little bit lighter than some of them. So it's all been redesigned for 2024. Up front, you're going to find, because it's the RS, it's got the black frameless hexagonal grille, side spoilers, side mirrors are all blacked out. Got the compact headlights with a black trim around it. Got body color door handles, which I really like those because they kind of blend in almost like it's shaved like a custom car would be.
We like it shaved.
Yes, we do. And it's got the LED lighting. The headlights are the steering responsive type headlights that'll follow you around a little bit. We've got fog lights, tail lights, side marker lights, all LEDs. Got the sound insulating windshield, which really contributes a lot in this vehicle to how quiet it is on the inside. Got a lot of RS badging on it. Comes with some 18-inch sport wheels that are blacked out, and it's got a power moonroof. Now, some of this is strictly specific to the RS trim level. Get on the inside of it, and again, we've got some RS package features on it. It has the black cloth seats with the red bolsters on it. Got gunmetal and carbon fiber trim pieces scattered around as part of the RS. It's got a new 11.6-inch screen sitting in the center of the dash. So it's where you're going to find all your convenience controls, your nav, all your things like that you're looking for. And it works pretty good. I was kind of impressed at how responsive it was to looking around and searching for things. Comes with a 60/40 folding rear seat. Had the optional 10-speaker Harman Kardon audio system with 432 watt.
How did Jimmy Buffett sound?
Everything sounds good when you crank it up. And like I say, it's surprisingly quiet for a compact car. And you know, because you know you're in a smaller vehicle, but it's got room from a driver's seat. It's got plenty of room. Now, under the hood, exclusive to the RS, is the 2.5-liter Boxer with a direct injection on it, 182 horsepower, 178 pound-feet of torque.
Four-cylinder?
Four-cylinder. CVT transmission. Now, I think it could use a little more juice, personally. I think a turbo would be great on this thing. Something that give it a little bit more because of the way it drives and handles. It's got a 10% stiffer chassis on it in 2024, so it is firm, but from a driver's perspective, it kind of gives you a little more of that sports car feel, sports car handling. It's a fun little car to drive, but it could have used a little more juice, in my opinion. EPA says you should be looking for 26 miles per gallon in the city, 33 on the highway, 29 combined. Now, I did get 28 across 471 miles that I drove this vehicle. I drove it a lot. I like to drive in this little car. The base trim price on this is $28,975. The as-tested price is $31,045. Had a couple of $1,000 worth of options in it. If you're looking for something to compare it to, a Honda Civic hatchback. Now, this is a 23. Haven't got a price on the 24 yet, but it's $24,750. A 23 Mazda 3 hatchback is $23,550. A base model prices, and you look at the base model price on the Impreza at $24,085, and they're all right there in combined is that compact hatch group of vehicles. And I think that they work really well personally because the hatch in it is smaller, but you can got easy access to the back. You got a lot more room than you would have if you had a trunk back there. So I like this vehicle, and for the price of $31,045, I think it's something you need to look at.
And Subaru too has an extremely loyal customer base.
They
Not
do,
only that, but a
very
safety record,
reliable,
too.
safety
The
record.
safety
Very good
record,
safety
yeah.
record,
Yeah, one of my daughters asked me about that. She said, "Isn't that supposed to be a real safety car?" And yes, it is. And it's all-wheel drive.
All Subarus are.
Yes.
And
So
yes.
there's
I
a
think
lot
they're
to
all
it.
CVT as well.
Well, I had a Subaru last week, and I will tell you, I was thoroughly impressed. And I haven't had a Subaru in quite some time. But boy, they have stepped up their game.
They really have.
What a great riding car. Just right on the horsepower. It's not going to win any races at the drag strip, but that's not what it's made
designed for
for.
that.
No. It was a cute, really nice, small SUV. I'll tell you all about it next week, but I was thoroughly impressed.
Yeah, that's the way this one was. And the other reason I think that it needs a little more juice personally is because the RS trim makes you feel like it's more of a sports car. And it's got plenty of power. Don't get me wrong. It'll go down the freeway at 80 miles an hour without even thinking about it. It's just in riding around the...
You're breaking the
Mars
law?
wasn't thinking about it.
You're breaking the law in that car?
Never. I'm just saying it could do that.
But
if it wanted to.
Subaru has had a turbocharged 4-cylinder in the past, but I don't think they have it anymore, do they?
I don't know
I
where it
don't
would
think
be.
that-
I don't get that many Subarus, so I'm not.
I don't either.
familiar.
I don't think they offer the turbo anymore.
And if you buy a Subaru, they make a donation to the animal shelter.
Yeah.
Yep.
Are they making the WRX?
Yes, they still make that. And some of the suspension components off of the WRX is into this RS package. You know, I didn't want to get quite into that far into the weeds, but there are some components to it which contributes to that driver experience. And that's my thoughts on the Subaru Impreza RS.
Is it in